Hello, my dear ones. Today I wanted to show you how to finish folding and assembling a complete hidden sculpture book. These things look a lot like wallets once they're finished at face value, but once they're put together correctly, they can expand into that hidden sculpture. Like that. So I'm going to show you how to put that together today. All right, so the first thing that you're going to need to do once you finish, well, first, before we even get into that, to make this, you should have 4 12 by 12 squares that you've either done drawings on or you've at least come up with an idea for them for this. We're trying to collect 4 drawings underneath one solid theme. And then you also need to have a decorated cover. Ours are made of railroad board, but they can also be made from cardboard, the backs of cereal boxes, but you need a cover that is, for this size piece of paper, about 6 by 16 inches long, okay? But I would suggest decorating that cover before you start the process of putting this thing together if you haven't already. So, once you're done with your drawings, and I've found it's a lot easier to draw on paper that is not folded, but it can work either way. Once you finish your drawing, you're going to have to remind yourself of which way is up. So the first fold we're going to make in order to make the pages for this, to fold them up, is to decide which way is up. For me, that's this way. This is my rain example for under the theme of gardening, because you can't have flowers without rain. So the first fold you're going to make is with the color side out. You need to make a sandwich fold vertically, hot dog if you will, to mark the center of your paper. This is where your paper will collapse in half. If you want your pages to stack on top of each other vertically, then you would want to make that go the other direction. Your choice there. If you want it to read like a book though, you need to have that first fold, mountain fold, so that it looks like a mountain, okay, right down the center of your paper. The next 2 you're going to need is 2 valley folds from corner to corner. And it's okay if the back of your paper even has marks on it. If you mess up on one side, just flip it over and do the other one. It'll get covered up in this process in gluing it together. Okay, so we have an X. You're making 2 valley folds, V for valley. And then we're going to collapse those folds together. So we're going to take the first one we made, we're going to bring the middle together so it looks like an hourglass or a bow tie. Then we're going to put one side down and collapse that down into a triangle. Now, we're going to take those ends, those long ends, and fold them to the center of our project so that this ends up kind of looking a little bit like a house. So we're turning triangles into pentagons. Woohoo! All right. So we made our pre-folds. Now, we need to put these inside so that they end up looking a bit like teeth. So to do that, you're going to have to pop them open and put that triangle inside the pentagon. So the triangle that was there disappears and we start making teeth. So pop it open, turn that corner inside out, and reclose with all 4 corners. Pop it open, push the corner in, and reclose. All right, now once you've done that with all of your pieces, now it's time to assemble. All right, so here we go. To assemble, we are going to first actually set those pages aside, and we need to look at that cover to see which end we want to be this outside flap right here. So one end is going to be an outside flap and the other two are going to be kind of square shaped. So it doesn't really matter which end, but if you want to make yourself a preference, I think I like this end for this one. You're going to want to make sure that you put your Velcro, little Velcro piece right here. Now I'm marking this with a piece of tape, but right there is where you want your Velcro. Then, once you've marked where your Velcro is going to be, you're going to start the process of putting your pages together with a glue stick. So you'll want to make sure that all of your pages, you want to check your drawings to make sure that all of your pages are going to face the same way. So I would prep your pile first. Okay, there we go. You should have 4 pieces. My first one's already glued. What you're going to do is you're going to thoroughly cover all the edges with glue stick and a little bit in the middle just for good measure. So you're going to cover one of the pentagons and then we're going to line this up as nice and straight as we possibly can. If it's a little off, it's okay. We want to try and get it as straight as we can. We're going to make a stack of those pages. And then the next one, if you use little glue sticks like this, you're going to go through the glue pretty fast because you want to make sure you get plenty of glue on the edges of those pages especially, so that this thing does not come apart whenever you try to make it 3D. So we're going to glue and carefully stack. And last but not least, so you make your pile. Then you're going to be gluing the whole pile to the opposite end of your cover that you marked for the Velcro and put the Velcro on. So that is going to go on this end. Your whole stack is going to be right there. So one last time. And we always put glue on the smaller piece of paper. Always, always. That way we don't end up with a sticky mess. So glue always goes on the smaller piece of paper. In this case, that's the pages. Don't put glue on your cover. Okay? And just to make sure, I'm going to make sure my pages are still going to be aligned correctly. There we go. And as nice and lined up and neat as you can manage. If your pages stick out the sides a little bit, that's okay. You just want to focus on trying to keep this end right here, them lined up on that as best as you can. It's more important that they're lined up this way than if they're lined up this way. So worry about keeping the point and those edges as neat as you can. All right, so now we have the pile glued. To assemble this thing, I'm gonna first suggest that you try and use a ruler to help you pre-crease the folds before you actually glue. So for me, I'm gonna use that ruler to start a fold. Right here on the edge. That'll help me keep my fold straight. See? And now that that's pre-creased right there, it's actually better, especially if you use more than 4 pages, to make 2 of these creases so there's a little space, kind of like a binder. But for only 4 pages, you really only need to have 1, but you can see that they do make some space there. So if you decide to put 2 in, that's fine. For this one, I'm just gonna put 1 for the sake of time. Now I'm ready for glue. Here we go, last glue. And this one I really wanna make sure I get plenty of glue on because this one is gluing to the cardboard. So especially when you're gluing to cardboard or that railroad board, you wanna make sure you have plenty of glue there because they're more absorbent. Okay, and now we're gonna very carefully, trying not to make a mess here, fold that over, line it up as nice and neat as you possibly can. Okay, there we go. Now, last but not least, we're going to add 2 more folds. Cap on the glue so it doesn't dry out. 2 more folds, and I'm using kind of a short cover here, so your cover, you'll have more of a flap than I'm gonna have for this particular example, so this will be easier for you. You need to make 2 folds this time. So that ruler is going to be helpful in helping you keep them straight, just to get them started. But you'll need 2. Could you suffice this with 1? But yes, but again, remember, this paper makes a space here. So if you can work a little bit of space in there to make 2 separate folds a little ways apart, you guys see that? This will hold together much, much better if you have 2 folds. See how it doesn't fight me to close so much when you have 2 right there? There's a nice little square edge that gets started there. All right, so that is folding up the cover. Now, last but not least, unstick the other side of your Velcro pieces and carefully press them down so that it stays right there. So we don't want to remove that sticky until we're ready for this step. That way the Velcro pieces end up lined up so that we can correctly open this then into that hidden sculpture book. Okay, and you will find that even once your pages are folded, they can still open up flat. So to be able to read this book, if you decide to put text in there, you want to make sure they're all facing the same direction. Okay, now some of my pages in this book aren't finished, so I have some work to do in here yet, but I wanted to show you how to put it together, and that is how you make a hidden sculpture book.